Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's recap is for Monday, July 25th, 2022. Monday, July 25th, 2022. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. It's hard to, my camera goes the opposite way. Click on the subscribe button at the bottom right of your screen so you can subscribe to this channel and get notified every time I do a recap. Today's recap to me was truly predictable in soap opera land. I'm gonna cover the minor stuff first. Minor stuff is Diane pretends to want to see if Kyle and Summer are home. She had some business things that she wanted to talk about when in reality it was Jack that she wanted to see. I mean, she is so transparent with that, and Jack falls right into it every single time. She goes that she wanted to just ask some business questions, and he says, well, that's Marchetti. I don't want to step on excuse me, Kyle and Summer's toes. And she goes, no, it's really more broad business questions, philosophy and things like that. And I'm like, really? Really, Jack? So he goes, well, I was just pouring me a drink. Would you like one, Diane? Now, Phyllis earlier that day said she wanted to ask for advice. And yes, initially he goes, oh, about what? And then, he really pulled back when she said she might leave Genoa City. But that was the extent of the advice he was going to offer Phyllis. He didn't pretty much give her 2 minutes. But Diane, would you like a drink, Diane? Have a seat, Diane. I need to thank you, Diane, for what you did to Harrison, or for Harrison, for our grandson, Diane, keeping him safe. You went beyond, above and beyond, Diane. It was sickening to me. I don't even want to talk about them anymore. And then there was Phyllis and Nikki. They had a meeting. Ashley was supposed to come, but she sent a text that she couldn't make it. We probably won't see Ashley for a hot minute. And they end up coming up with a plan that, to me, I can already see it is the disaster of all plans. They want somebody on the inside of Marchetti because they want to sabotage Diane on the jobs so that Diane will leave town. Well, for one, if Diane is sabotaged, Diane is Diane. She's going to know she didn't do it. And she's going to be on a mission to prove she was set up. And who is the first person they're going to look at? Because the brilliant plan is, Nikki says, tell Summer you want the job after all. You be the inside person. And so Phyllis is like, but I run this hotel. And Nikki's like, well, it can't be too hard. It runs itself. And Phyllis was like, really, Nikki, really? She's like, but no, there is something that can be done. So we'll see what Phyllis does. I know she's not going to sell it to Lily because that's too final, I would think, but we'll see what they come up with. But it's the disaster of all disasters. Summer, when Phyllis goes to her and says she wants a job, or the job that she originally offered her, Summer should flat out say no. Absolutely no. Sorry, Mom, because I'm not going to take this powder cake of a relationship between my mother and my mother-in-law and bring it into my brand new business. That is a disaster waiting to happen. So hopefully Summer says no, because quite frankly, Diane shouldn't even be working there, but that's a whole nother topic. So that plan, if Summer says yes, it's going to go south and Phyllis is going to be the one who looks bad. So I don't even want to see that coming. Well, let's get to the good stuff. Ashland Locke. I thought perhaps he would have kidnapped Victoria already and Nick got there too late, but no, that's not what happened. They were still in. He's trying to call Victoria. You know, he's saying, look, maybe you're asleep, but I don't, you know, what is going on? I just want to make sure you're okay. So he ends up, looks like he's walking away, but what Nick was doing was walking around to the back of the house. Well, inside, Ashland is just coming completely unhinged. You know, he's stopping Victoria at every turn. At one point, he even grabs her and she pushes him away, and she gets the what do you call that? Fireplace poker. And she's trying to defend herself. And in my mind, I'm thinking, boy, I see a JT repeat here, but you know, and just in time, Nick comes in through that side door that she let Ashland in. Okay. And Ashland has the nerve to say, you know, this is between me and my wife. You have nothing to do with this. You need to leave. And Nick is like, are you crazy? No. For one thing, you're gonna leave because my sister does not want you here. And Victoria said, I have asked him to leave. He is refusing to leave, you know. And so she says, I'm gonna go and get my phone and call the police. Nick says, call the police. And because she goes, he, you know, he attacked me, or he grabbed me. And Nick is like, you put your hands on my sister? Oh no. He decks it in Nick Newman fashion. Of course, Ashland's head hits the brick landing part of the fireplace. And so Nick is yelling at him, get up, Locke, get up, you know, and then he's realizing Ashland's not answering. So he reaches over and he tries to get a pulse on, you know, his arm or his, you know, wrist area. And he can't feel a pulse. And by this time, Victoria comes in. Now, she was supposed to be in there calling the police, but she hadn't. So she comes in and she's like, what's going on? And he goes, I hit him, but he hit his head and I can't feel a pulse. So Victoria reaches around to see if she could feel a pulse, you know, on the side of his neck. And that's where when she goes, I can't feel one either. And when she pulls her hand back, she looks at it and it's all bloody. And she's shaking her head and Nick's like, oh, is he dead? You know, they think he's dead. Now in my mind, I'm saying, yep, yeah, you thought JT was dead too. Couldn't feel a pulse, could you? So that's telling you we got, Newmans are horrible pulse takers, right? They're not the judge of taking a pulse. And so here's the thing. Nick says, we need to call the police. And Victoria says, no, I don't know that that's the right move. And I said, has any of her past history ever taught her anything? Because the whole JT debacle, he was literally physically attacking Victoria, had her all bent up over the dresser when Nikki came in with the fireplace poker and whacked him on the back of the head. Well, I'm sorry. Had they simply called the police, simply done that, because Victoria even had a restraining order against him at that time. But oh no, they had to come up with a plan to get rid of the body because we don't want this to look bad on us. And it's like, wait a minute. He is in the house. Stuff was knocked over in the room. I'm sure Victoria was bruised up. Nikki comes in to save her daughter. What are you talking about? But no, they had to do the wrong thing. And Victoria fell right back into that same scenario. I don't know that they'll see it the right way, the way it really happened. Perhaps we should just call Dad. And Nick is like, no, we're calling the police. It's the right thing to do. And so she goes, well, I'll call Chance. Chance is family. And Nick is like, or one of the two said they'll call Chance. And Victoria says, okay, or I think it was her idea. So he goes, okay, you call Chance. And then she goes, well, where are you going? He goes, I got to get some air. I was just trying to protect you. He had attacked you. I didn't want him dead, but I just got to go get some air. So he leaves. Now, the first thing that came to my mind was Ashland's going to jump up and he's going to hit Victoria on the back of the head and drag her out, right? But that didn't happen. She calls Chance. Chance is at the coffee house. And he says, okay, because she goes, what's this about? She goes, just come over to the house. So he comes over to the house. Oh, he's on his way. And then we still got this windy thing going on, this crazy wind that popped up out of nowhere. Well, Victoria goes outside to talk to Nick. And I thought, okay, well, I see what's going to happen here. They both have left the body, alleged body, alone. Okay, Ashland is not dead. He's going to be gone, right? So Nick is like, they're talking and, oh, I got to get the facts straight before Chance gets here. I got to go for a walk now. So who goes for a walk right behind him but Victoria? They leave the house, what, a good 10 minutes or more. And finally, oh, you saved me, Nicholas. Ashland was going to kill me. I mean, he was. I could see it in his eyes. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, he sure was. May not have been there at the house, but he was going to kill you, So she goes, you saved me like you always said you would protect me. So they go back to the house. And of course, that door that Victoria left Ashland in, the wind was moving it. And Nick is like, I thought I shut this door better than this, but I guess not, right? So he looks at the fireplace area where Ashland is supposed to be laying dead, and guess what they see? Guess what they see? And I said, typical. He wasn't dead. Typical. All that blood he lost, mind you, he sure was able to get up on his own, right? And just skedaddle out of there. And no blood drippings anywhere. I mean, what? Okay, Ashland is superhuman. Here we go, right? But what that is going to do, this is how I feel about this. Now, nobody's going to know where Ashland is at. And now Ashland is truly gonna be out for blood, okay? And the next blood to be spilled, he's gonna try to make sure it's not his. It is definitely a Newman's blood that he wants to spill. So interesting how they came on with that, but it was kind of typical thing. Soon as Victoria and Nicholas left the house, then I knew that Ashland was not going to be dead. I knew it. I knew he was going to get up out of there. And now the saga is going to continue, because when he was laying there allegedly dead, I thought, well, they ended that awfully quick. That can't be right. And guess what? It wasn't right. It is not over. So we do have an interesting summer. Hopefully, Victoria is going to do what Nick said. He said, Vic, you need to go out and stay on the ranch. Bring the kids to the ranch. And even Billy said he's not comfortable her being at home alone with those kids in the house. Let's see if Victoria is going to listen to any kind of reason behind that. I don't know. I just shake my head with some of the things that Victoria Newman says and does, but this should have scared the EBGBs out of her. And we shall see what it does. We'll see what tomorrow's episode brings. But that is it. There are no comments for me to talk about on Comment Corner. Let me know what you thought about today's episode. What do you think's going on with Ashland? What do you think he's going to do? That is the recap for today. So once again, if you haven't subscribed, everybody, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will be back tomorrow.